If you're watching this video, you've probably decided that you want to be a man of substance in this world, but fear that you've left it too late. I'm here to explain exactly why life begins at 30 as a man. The fundamental difference between men and women is, for women to be valuable, they just need to be youthful, innocent, and beautiful. But for men, it takes strength and it takes success. And this is built over the years. You're not born with it and you don't get it at the age of 18. But the good news is, there's a positive benefit for us. That means, as a man, we don't have an expiration date. The issue men have in life is that when we're 18 years old, we have no experience or we have no skills to really offer the world. Usually what you find is women, we appreciate their beauty. They usually get a bit of a better start on life. But for men, it's a bit more difficult. You know, we have to learn the skills that will pay the bills. We have to cultivate character and resilience, and that is learned through experiences over the years. I know as myself, when I was 18 years old, I was useless. I was skinny, couldn't grow any facial hair, and I couldn't find what worked for me in life. And it was only when I turned 30 years of age that I acquired all these skills and resilience throughout the years. And I was able to say to myself, this is what I want to do. And I had the knowledge and the know-how to go forward. This video is just to let you know that if you are 30 years of age or even in your mid-30s, it is not too late to start over and work towards creating the life of your dreams. You know, for men, I think there's so much crap on the internet at the moment that you've got these kids who are 16 years of age selling $1 million toy business, which may or may not be true. But for the majority of us average men, you know, we have to build up wealth as we go along. Chances of us being a millionaire by the age of 30 are very slim. You've got a few statistics on where you should be financially as a man in your particular age group. These results are based on Australia, so if you're a man between the ages of 18 and 29, you should have an average savings of $18,712. Now, if you are between 30 and the ages of 49, you are likely to have $27,000 in savings. And if we go further up, between 50 and the ages of 64, you are likely to have just over $100,000 in savings. So if you're feeling like you don't have enough money at the moment, then the chances are you probably are on track. Let me give you a quick little backstory on my past. So 4 years ago, when I turned 30, I decided that I was going to give up alcohol and I was going to give up drugs, and ultimately that led to me giving up smoking as well. So I cut 3 bad habits out just by quitting alcohol. I was watching the UFC one day with my friend, and we'd been up all weekend doing things we shouldn't have been doing. And I just had this realization that if I continued the way I was going, my life wouldn't amount to anything, and I would soon be 40 years of age. I would have no savings. I'd probably be stuck in a job that I didn't like. I wouldn't have the body that I liked, and I definitely wouldn't have the relationship that I liked. So it was at that moment that I said to my friend, no more drinking, no more drugs, and I just stopped. From then, I went on a path of self-development, and I started my first online business with a dropshipping e-com store, made $27,000 after 9 months of learning the skills and testing new products with that business. That was my first little bit of entrepreneurial success. This just basically proved to me that if I could get some consistency and discipline in my life, that I would actually be able to achieve what I wanted. Got a few questions and a little bit of framework that you can work with. Ask yourself, what sort of person do I want to be in this world? Now, we've all got this superhero person that we look up to in life. I'm not sure who yours would be, but I'm sure you've got someone in mind. Just imagine that you are that person for one day and ask yourself, are the habits and the behaviors I am portraying today in line with that person that I aspire to be? Now, you could look at these questions and you could ask yourself, How would this person show up in life? How would they dress? How would they react to negative situations? How would they spend their time? These are all important questions that you can ask yourself on a daily basis that will help you align with the person that you want to be. Very important thing which has changed my life is that I have got a vision for the future and not just for the weekend. So if you want to get to this destination of the person that you want to be and the life that you want to live, you need to have a vision for the future. It doesn't matter how big or small the vision is for the future, but you need to have something to be working for, because the thing is, if we have nothing that we're aiming for, ultimately we are just letting life happen to us, not for us, and that's never a good position to be in. The good news is success leaves clues. I love that quote. And if there is something you want to do in life, the likelihood that someone has already done it is very high, which means you can reverse engineer that person's journey. Now, a great way to do this is to use things like YouTube, books, and podcasts. And ideally, if you can find that person who's creating content, then you can study what they did in the past, and then you can replicate that in your own way. I'm gonna give you an example. If you're a content creator, maybe you have someone in mind which you admire. A person that I like is Mike Thurston. He started off as a fitness influencer. Now he does a podcast and he's actually got a clothing brand. So I can go look at his YouTube channel and I can sort the videos out from newest to oldest. I can look at what he did for his first video and I can see how unconfident he was on camera. And then if I scroll to his latest videos, I can see the difference in the way he speaks, the way he carries himself, and how composed he is. And that basically just shows me that if he can do it, I can do it. And the best thing about it, I can follow his journey along the way. Now, on the way to achieving the vision that you have set out for yourself, you will experience positive feedback loops along the way. I'll give you an example. So when I'm creating YouTube videos, I'm looking for little micro improvements along the way. Last week, I got 100 views on my video, and this previously broke the record for 75 views. So it just basically signals to me that I am slightly improving ever so slowly, and that is a positive feedback loop. And that will build confidence and competence in your ability. And you'll be surprised when you start to feel confident and competent, this will bleed into all other areas of your life. You'll start to feel a sense of that if I put my mind to this particular thing and focus enough, I can actually achieve it. Whereas if you don't have a vision and you're not aiming or striving for anything in life, then you're getting no positive feedback loop that you can actually achieve what you're setting out to do. So setting little mini goals along the way to achieving the life that you want is a good way to build up competence and confidence, and this will show up in all other areas of your life.